How many times did I tell your kid? How many times, Joe?
Parliament of Papas!
I was so distracted by our stories, we didn't do the daddy-o. I have got to record us yelling daddy-o and then put it on the front of every one of these intros so it plays no matter what. Yeah, let me. I said, dude, I love calling the daddy-os, and then you guys let me forget. Kurt hates it, but I know you like it. You have
He
fun with
rolls
it.
his eyes every time.
Yeah.
All right. So the Parliament of Papas it says, let's debate ad blockers. So we had our discussion a couple weeks ago about the ethical and moral dilemma surrounding pirating. So now let's talk ad blockers. So there's a lot of nuance here. What do you let's just do first impressions first. What is your take on ad blockers?
Hold on, Devo pop back in. He wants to know if these are Chia Pets. Yes, they are on sale for $49.95 at wiseandnerdy.com. All right. So I think it's a nuanced tool. Okay. There are definitely sites where the ads are crazy and they get in the way. And I hate that. I don't know how you'd make your money elsewise. Like I think one of the ones I'm thinking of is they do it okay. It's called Icy Veins. And I'm not sure what other games they do, if any other, but I go there for my Diablo 4 builds. It's ICY, like the cold, and veins, like the veins in your arm. And it's anytime I want to build a new character, anytime a new meta comes out for that game, I'll go there to see what some of the paths I can take in building a character and what new powers I can do. Their ads are okay. I'm all for supporting you. I wouldn't ad block you. But there's definitely sites where it's like a banner ad at the bottom, a video ad that pops up, something that covers the screen. It drives me crazy. But then at the end of the day, like YouTube, Brian Brushwood said it best. Somebody had commented on one of his videos, like, "Hey, skip to, you know, 1 minute, blah blah, 30 seconds to skip the ad." And he's like, "But that's how I make part of my income." And you know, it's not that intrusive in a lot of cases. I mean, it can be definitely. We're talking about this a little bit last night on Be Awesome Together on ad placement. We're talking about for a creator making those brand deals and how I need it to sound natural. I do hate when a show has been cut a certain way to be natural for an ad, but then the ad doesn't play there. It plays somewhere else or it cuts somebody off. That's not the ad as much as it is how we work the algorithm. So I see a pro and a con to it. I as a creator, I would love to think that if Wise and Nerdy got to the point that we could make ads on YouTube, when you make money on YouTube, that the way you would support us is just to let it run and then help us out that way. But I don't know, Joe. What's your take on it? I know there's a lot of people who love them and some people really hate them.
Yeah, so you're talking more about ads on, let's say, more websites that are more on the up and up. There are
I'm sorry, Joe. Are you going to
no
onlyfryingpans.com
holy
what?
frying pans. Who knew?
Who knew?
No, but like there's
I swear to God, if
websites.
Lodge advertises to me one more time about their cast iron skillet, I'm going crazy.
There's some legitimate websites that they have the most obnoxious ads, and they don't do any
Right.
kind of content validation on the ads or anything like that. And so I personally, my kids laptops, that was one of the first things I did was put an ad blocker on there, because
Well, okay,
if they there's a safety concern if they click on stuff, or it's also a content concern, because I have also run into X-rated ads on various things as well. And so it's also a content concern for parents. Plus, kids are dumb and they'll click on stuff. And so
oh yeah.
there's a lot of ads that are not really ads. They're please click on me so that I can install a Trojan on your computer and get all of your everything. And so from a safety standpoint, yes, but most ad blockers that I know of will allow you to whitelist certain websites as well. Um, so stuff that has, you know, legitimate ads like you're saying to support the content creators, you can disable it on those. So I think, just like any tool, I think it's how you use it, on
Yeah.
whether on the ethical dilemma of it. And so it, I guess it's how you want to view it, because anyone's going to justify getting rid of the ads in general. Like, oh, YouTube, they don't need ads. Google, they don't need my money. But then you're also hit, like you said, it's
Yeah.
the content creators, because if Google doesn't make money off the ads, they don't, it doesn't trickle down.
I will say no. Okay, that's to me. That's we're having two different conversations. One is kids. Yeah, yeah. You shut it down. Uh, when I got my kids their first little tablets, and they were cheap tablets by Amazon, built for kids, and it came with um, not the paid version. There's a paid version of Amazon Kids, and there's a free version. But we did a free version where I had to say you can only have these ones in there, and it's almost like an MDM for kids, and uh, uh, that all day long because they're like they'll click on the dumb games. That there's I don't want my kids seeing ads for any real reason, especially your kids' age. Um,
Well,
so
and
that's that
especially
conversation.
well, and especially when it comes to like around Halloween and stuff, there's going to be a whole bunch of horror ads that are going to give my 5-year-old a nightmares and stuff like that. I'm like, there's, because they don't. You're watching, you know, something about a Minecraft video, and then all of a sudden you got this rated R trailer popping up that's going to scare
I don't know.
the junk out
There's
of them.
nuances to that too. Of there's YouTube for kids, there's ratings, and it doesn't always work. But that notwithstanding, I get you. But as an adult, one, no, I don't mean you're going to only frying pans. I'm stuck on that now. Fryingpans.com. Uh, uh, but it does tell you about the site you're on. When all of a sudden you see there are singles in your area, but it's not singles they're talking about. You know, are you? It's like, wait a minute, I didn't go to an adult site. I went to what I thought was a real site or a fine site, if you will, whatever, a safe for work site, and that ad tells me there's something else going on here. So I do actually want the ad blocker off for that purpose. I'm like, oh, I did not land on a safe to be on site because of the ad. The ads are the big red flag here. Um, and yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to. Their sites when you said yeah, they're annoying. There's no content to it. They don't content validate, and I hate it when I can hit X and it just takes the ad away and it leaves a big white box with Google going, "All right, we'll try to get you better ads." Take the box away too. I hit X because it's blocking the when you leave me a quarter of the screen to read the content because everything else is ads. I hate that so much.
Well, and some of them are even worse because you that the whole screen is technically an ad, so you have to you click anywhere, and it's like, boom, it goes to open up a new
Yeah.
window, and it's like, yeah,
Man, can you remember the days we came up through where it would come on your window and just start popping up stuff on your computer
yep,
screen? Closed internet doesn't matter. Oh my god, there was there's a TikTok clip of the IT show where
IT
she
crowd.
wants to IT crowd, yeah, IT crowd. I always call it an IT show. I don't know why it's
I
IT
like
crowd.
IT crowd. It's great.
I love it. So, but I'll rewatch that every couple of years. In fact, I'm due. I'm due to get back on Hulu, and I think it's on Hulu and watch it again. Uh, but there's a clip of Jen, the new boss who knows nothing about tech, asking them to install a browser, and he's talking about I haven't seen that pop up ad since 1995. I mean, so no. I have everything the way I like it. I have everything the way I like it. Just it's celebrate. Yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. It's fun. But yeah, you know what gets? There's two things that gets me. that are related to ads. One is like if I'm Googling something, I'm trying to read an article. I get it. You're a newspaper. You charge for articles. Tell me that before I get into it. I hate when I click on something because I'm trying to do research or whatever, and it gives me the paragraph, and it looks like I'm being able to read the article, and then I scroll, and this fade comes out and say, "You need to subscribe." Now, I wouldn't have wasted my time on this. I get it. You need money. I'm not mad at you for it, but you tried to hook me in. I just need this one stupid article, not I don't know. I'm not going to read the Wall Street Journal. I just happened to land on it because they had this article about EMS or something. It's like this is why you're dying. This is why you're dying. Uh, uh, the other one, Joe. Uh, do you play any ad-based games? Like to get coins or something, you can watch a 30-second ad or whatever.
I have not in a long time, but I have.
Yeah. I tend to like I'm really loving or I call it Archero too, because it's based on Archer and they put an O on it. And I loved Archero. So I heard I think it's AI. I don't know if it's human that said Arcaro. I'm like, it's not Arcaro. I don't care who you are.
Arturo.
I don't care if the company called no, it's a like the CH made a sound. Arcaro. I'm like, I don't care if the company comes out and says it's supposed to be said that way. I will never say it that way. But it is very ad supported to get crystals and coins and the things in the game. You don't have to buy anything. I like that kind of free to play game. Okay. I will support you by watching your ads. What I don't like is I know at some point in the early 2000s they changed some rules of advertising on the internet and on games, and they had to give you like a timer, right? So you know that the ad's going to end because they were like dragging these things out minute and a half because you never knew how long it was going to be. It was horrible, but you know it's a 28-second ad, and you watch that counter. What I hate is when they put up the X. This is more on my Android phone, which thank Jesus I'm not on that phone anymore. Woo! Praise Jesus, I'm on an iPhone 16. Pass the hacks. I still got to pay for it, people. Patreon.com/wise_nerd. Let's go. But I found on the Android phone, the X would come up. I go to hit it, and
it was a fake X.
Like you'd think, because it's still the same X, but it was kind of a fake X. When I hit it, it opened up the App Store, tried to start downloading the app because freaking Android will do that. Like, no, don't automatically download this thing. That they stop, close the App Store, go back to the same screen, hit the X again, and then it flips over to like a 5-second ad to try to get you to download. And then you hit X. And I was like, when did that change? And it doesn't do it as much. I've been playing on my iPhone since I had to upgrade. We can tell that story in Patreon if I remember. I had to upgrade early because I cracked my phone at the conference last week. But it's not. I played the same game on my iPhone. When I find an iPhone, it doesn't. Maybe it's trying to, and iPhone blocks it. But I'm like, hit X, and nothing happens. Hit X, nothing. I hit X, and then it finally works. But it's not trying to pop up the Apple Store and download that. But when it X, I'm sorry. Have we not learned anything from history? No means no. All right. I shouldn't have to go through all those stuff. So.
Yeah, you jerk apps. It's called consent, people.
Yeah. And I am not giving it. Oh man. All right. You got anything else to say on ad blockers?
No, I think we've shared all the good stuff and all the bad stuff. All the stuff.
Roll that